Hi, so today we'll be doing a simple data presentation using Power BI. So let's load the data using Excel. So I have an employees file which has the employee details of the employees who are working in a company. So I'll choose the data. So now I have two options: loading the data and transforming the data. Transforming the data means editing the data. So if I want to add something, or if I want to remove something from a column, or reduce something, or like do some changes in the file, then I can transform the data and then load it. But if the file is all right and like I don't need to add anything more into it, then I can directly load it. So let's wait for our data to load. Okay. So here our data set is loaded. We can see it in the rightmost side. So now first we'll start with the title, employee. Okay, so the title of, so let's write a title. So the title of my presentation is employee report. Okay, I'm going to make it. So for now, let's keep it like this. Later we'll edit it, okay? Shows which are available for us. So let's try on few of them, okay? So first let's start with card. So a card displays a single piece of information. Okay, so I'll display the employees. Okay, so I'll display the employees. So I have 207 employees in my company, and here I'm going to rename the field. Okay, and I can put it here. So in total, there are 207 active employees in my company. I'm going to make a clustered column chart. In the chart, I'll have each department and the salary of the department. Okay. So now I don't want the sum of the salary because the sum of the salary would depend upon the number of employees. So if like there are more people in production, the salary would be higher in production. So I'll take the average of salary instead. Okay. And I can create legends. I can give colors to the legends. So for legend, I want the departments, the legends to be according to the departments. Okay. And then we can like change the name. So here instead of average salary, I just need salary. Okay. And then you can play around with all these things, like you can change the title. You can go to the title and change it to salary by department. And then you can change the size of it. If you want it to be really big, the color, the font, everything, you can edit it according to how you want. Okay, so you can play around with the general properties and the visual properties of it. Okay, now let's compare the male-female salaries. Okay, so we'll take the salary and the gender of them. Okay, so we don't want the sum of salaries, we'll take the average of salaries. Okay, we'll rename it. And the rest you can play with, the legend, the background, the font, the size, all these things you can play with it. Okay, let me make the title more round. Okay, so this is the salary by gender. Now another thing you can do would be, now let's check the happiness parameter of each employee. Okay, so here we need employee satisfaction. Okay, so employee satisfaction, we don't need the count, we need the average. So we need the average of it, and the same we'll add to minimum value and maximum value. So here we'll give the minimum of it, and here we'll give the maximum of it. Now let's change the name. So the minimum is 1 and the maximum is 5. Okay. Before I forget, let's make the title more prominent over here. So now the last, we're going to create a table tree. So we'll create according to the employees and their martial status. Okay, so you can see here the amount of 101. So most of them are single and a few of them are married. Like you can say single and married are the most. We have very few divorced, separated and widowed ones. Okay. So now if you go to view over here, we have like they're presenting our data in different ways. Okay, first let me okay, let's arrange all of this. Okay. So I need to reduce the size. Okay. Yeah. I think this is better in the corner. So you need to like work your way through this, okay? Let's make this card a bit small. Let's create a gender over here. About Power BI is that when you click on one item, like for example IT, we can see the percentage among all of it. So I can see that in the IT sector, 4% of people are 4 is the employee satisfaction level, and the salary is almost like 50-50, and then it has widowed, separated, divorced, single, married, like a drop of each. And if I take production field, I can see that people are more happier in production field than in IT field, and the people there are more employees from the production side. Let's take admin. Okay, if you take admin, we can see that the satisfaction. I haven't clicked admin yet. If I click admin, I can see that it's also very few. From single, married, and divorced, I have few employees, and total only 7 employees are there from the admin offices. And from executive, I only have one person who is the executive officer. So if I look at different level, I can see. So if I want to know like in which department I have the maximum number of employees, I can just go through each department and you can see my maximum employee is from production. And if I want to know like in which field, in which department do I have the most single employees, I can just click on single, and then I can see that most of the singles are from the IT, production, sales department, and even software engineering. I have almost 101 employees who are this thing. Now, if I want to know the male, okay, the male, gender male, where do I have them? So you can see that the male have 3.85 employee satisfaction. As for the female, they have more employee satisfaction in my company compared to the male. And you can see like where all of them are going. So as we like click on each parameters, we can see the change accordingly. Okay, so if we go to view and we click on the different models which they have given, we can see that they will edit our graphs accordingly. So I can choose any one which I like. I think I'll go with okay, so this looks nice. It's given as a full, and I just need to change the employee report. I'll also make it purple. No, red. Purple. Okay. So you can see how so you can see a simple employees report created by Power BI. And then you can play around with all these things and create a better report. Please, or you can choose a different one also. Okay, this thing looks fine. Okay, so it's all according to your creativity.